Hello and welcome to another Budget Model Railways video, and today I thought I would have a blue diesel day. So we have there the Hornby Class 06 running through and the Lima Class 33. The Hornby 06s are some of the best of the 040s. Even the made in Great Britain ones before the Chinese regearing seem to be very good runners, and obviously they're very handsome looking locomotives. I picked that one up actually a few years ago for £12, but you'd be hard pushed to do that now. Some people are trying to get £40 plus for them. They are very smart. They've got the black and yellow stripes on the front, and I'll just film it going round under the road a little, and you'll see it's got very handsome black and yellow wasp stripes on the back, and 33s coming through. You'd know me speak about this before, but it's £20 from Classic Rail some years ago. But it's a fantastic little loco, runs very smoothly and quietly, even over points and everything. So it is one of my favourite locos. And then coming around again, then we're speaking about favourite locos. So this will be a Lima Class 37, full yellow ends, grey roof, large logo. I like this loco anyway because it's a very handsome looking loco, but also because it reminds me of when me and Doug, when he was about 10, we went to the North York Moors Railway. And the steam loco couldn't run, so they had to run their Class 37 in the same colour scheme as this. We thought it was wonderful. At that point, we'd never been behind a large diesel, so to get pulled behind a 37 was great. And there are 25 on the way back. Steam enthusiasts were spitting feathers, but we were having a wonderful time with it. So we're really pleased to see that. So I'm just going to leave the 06 running around for a minute while I'll run some bigger locos down the main line. So this is a Lima Class 47. I really wanted one of these, and I suppose some people would call it the boring blue and just blue. But they were so common. This, after all, was one of the most common locos built for British Railways. And I just love the bog standard BR blue version. Rather than, I've got all sorts of smart colour schemes, but I really like the idea of just having what a lot of them were, which was just a bog standard BR Blue Class 47. Nice shot at the station there. You get to see the level crossing station buildings, a bit of a village in the background. So I thought I'd do it this way round because I know last time I filmed from the other way round. So this in fact is the old Triumph Class 35 that I sort of restored, painted the roof, gave it a bit of a light weather. And it's quite a nice runner, in fact. So, excuse the editing, I'm just going, there's 40 odd foot of track here, so it takes a while for the locos to come round. But the nice thing about these sort of old Triumph locos is they'll quite happily pull quite a big load, because of course they were built almost for train sets. And so that's pulling quite happily a big load there. And then we've got something running the other way, so you get a sort of quick glimpse at it, and that's one of the Hornby Class 25s. These, if you see them, are really worth getting. I've got a few nice BR green ones as well, and I'll do a BR green running session once I've done the BR blue at some point. Don't know why, but they're easily the best of the older Hornby locos. Very smooth, very heavy. Really good pullers, great over the points. Worth getting if you can get one at a sensible price at the moment. We'll let that run round once more. And I'll put something different on the inner loop in a minute, and then we can see something different running around. But we will just bring the 25 through again and through the station. There we go. Nice little freight there. So it's coming around a little bit quick, so it needs running in. But that's the Hornby Class 29. I know there's some debate over whether they should be 21s, 22s, 29s or whatever. Got that at Model World show when Doug was about 10. I've done a little bit of gentle weathering on it. Again, nice locos if you can find them. The two-tone green are particularly nice. I've got a couple. and we'll run those as part of the BR Green Day. Just going to let this 25 run through again, and then we'll switch over. Quite nice with the two Bobos. I do like the Bobos. Nice looking locomotives. There we go. Nice shot again of that running through. And then just coming around now, I don't think I've ever filmed this one. So this is a Lima Class 26. One of the later ones. It weighs a ton. Very, very smooth, quiet runner. Snow ploughs fitted. Really, really fabulous loco. I really like the looks of the 26s and 27s. And that's a particularly good Lima one there. Although to be fair, I don't think I've got a bad Lima diesel. Sadly missed. Such a shame apparently that a lot of the moulds are no longer available, even if Hornby wanted to release a decent railroad range, which, as everybody knows, I think there's a demand for with some of the older diesels at a better price, but I think those days are probably gone now. Even if they were brought out, I don't think we're going to see again some of the prices we had a couple of years ago, for all sorts of understandable reasons, and some possibly not understandable. Somebody the other day saying, any chance do you think of anybody doing a budget end gauge range? And I doubt that. And there's not as much second hand in N, but of course there's plenty of second hand in AA, albeit at the moment at slightly higher prices. Like, nice little scene there with the two locos running through. I'm just going to move the camera a little bit for this one. So to finish off, rather handsome Lima Class 31, full grey roof, yellow ends, red buffer beams, very, very smart. It's missing its buffers. I've got to do something about that. I've got some printed, just need to put them on. Rather handsome loco. I do like my BR Blues. I go through phases. I was really enjoying my steam trains, and then all of a sudden I got all the BR Blue out the other day and thought, oh, yeah, now I know why I've got them, because I do enjoy watching them run. There's a little bit of nostalgia. I wasn't into trains in the 70s and 80s, but I spent a lot of time on trains, albeit I had no interest at the time, so I had no idea what I was behind or so on. So I guess there's a sort of delayed nostalgia. I like looking at some of the old books of the 70s and 80s railways, because they are very evocative of that time. So I suppose there's a kind of reflected nostalgia there, albeit not for railways on my part. As some of you know, until sort of 9 years ago, I had no interest in railways at all. Could have written what I knew about railways on the back of a postage stamp with a board marker, and it's all sort of gone from there. And now, of course, I really rather enjoy them. So there we go. I hope you've enjoyed looking at some of my BR Blue fleet. So I will do a BR Green at some point. I'm going to do a shunting one as well, because using this camera setup, I should be able to pause and shunt quite well. And it's a particularly good shunting layout over the back there, in this little area. Oh, caught my mic cable. So I will try and do a little shunting layout film as well. There we go. Look forward to speaking to you again soon.